back to the Southern Snack, where life is too short to be serious. All right, folks, for me, personally, I think the hot streak at Crumbl is over in terms of just fire lineups. They're going week after week after week, just amazing flavors. This week's just a little bit more simple, a lot more basic flavors. And personally, you know, there's a lot of chocolate involved. White chocolate, regular chocolate, whatever you want to call it. Very chocolate forward, not like super chocolatey flavors, but it feels like they're using a lot of chocolate chips and white chocolate this week. So who knows? I guess that's the way that they can string out, you know, their supplies. Is just put them in a bunch of different cookies, and that's how you roll. So anyways, we're gonna go ahead and dive on into this. We skipped the holiday confetti this week. It's just a buttery sugar cookie. Now, Wednesday is customer picks week. So again, check the app, see what your location has. I have a big plan for that day. So just come back around and see me on Wednesday. Gonna have a fun review planned, and we're gonna get it done. So that's just a footnote there. If you don't like these flavors, maybe you'll like that customer picks flavor. Maybe you won't, because a lot of you voting out there are dumb. Don't take that as personally, but a lot of you out there that vote, I don't trust y'all. Don't trust y'all with my life, because y'all are picking flavors that we're gonna see again very soon. And it's like, the whole purpose of this was for us to be able to pick flavors we haven't seen in forever, or may never see again. So, I mean, come on, guys. It's not that hard. It's not that hard at all. Vote like you should. Vote with education and research. And, you know, vote. So, you can go ahead and vote for next month right now. But at this point, you know, we're over midway through the month, so there's already flavors that have established their placing, right? So you're not going to have but so many options that are going to count. Anyways, where we're going to go first, we're going to go with raspberry white chocolate cheesecake. So I don't know what makes it stand out as compared to the OG. I guess the crust is different. I guess it's got like a chocolate crust. That crust really weird. Okay, so yeah, let's cut into this, see what we got, see if this is good. And well, the raspberry swirled in too. Keep that in mind. So instead of it being like a pool of raspberry jam on top, it's swirled in there. So different for sure in a number of ways. We'll see how good it is. The crust cut weird. So yeah, looks like it's a chocolate crust. I'm sorry, I didn't look at the description for this for once, but there you go. Let's try it. That's got a lot going on, from that chocolate crust to the raspberry and the white chocolate. Very dynamic flavor. I really like it a lot. It is all over the place. It reminds me of like a chocolate covered raspberry dessert, because that chocolate crust really stands out a lot. Little cream cheese forward. Little cream cheese forward. I feel like they ruined their raspberry cheesecake, the OG one, because they added too much cream cheese. So I think that might be my only nitpick, but really like refreshing and cool and chocolatey. So a lot of flavors going on at once. I'm gonna give it a 9. All right, we're gonna go to cinnamon square. A lot of people love this one. I'm just like, it's okay. I don't really see why people love it, but I can see why someone would like it. Maybe, you know, the word like. But I would use love loosely, right? Why? It can be inconsistent, right? They may not always put enough swirl in there. So yeah, let's go in there and try it again. Here's a look on the inside. It is really good this time. They really swirled it through well. For me to go into the edge like that and get a good burst of cinnamon, that's really nice. Now I hate that I criticize y'all, because this right here, this particular one I just got is absolutely a 10, because it's got the perfect amount of cinnamon sugar. It's soft, it's fluffy. That cream cheese frosting, really a nice touch. This is where cream cheese belongs for sure. And yeah, I mean, there have been experiences in the past where I just feel like it wasn't consistent enough. It could be a little bit dry. It wasn't filled out throughout enough. But this one's just going from the edge. You know that it's just distributed correctly. And I can see if anybody says it's not a 10. In the past I have agreed, but today that one was a 10. So they're two non-cookie desserts. Pretty solid job by them there. Now we're gonna do frozen hot cocoa. It's been a while, I think, since we've had this one. They only do it like once every winter. They used to do a hot one and a frozen one, but I think, if I can remember correctly, I think the frozen one, not the frozen, this is the frozen one. The hot one just doesn't taste like hot chocolate. So Crumbl, unlike a lot of these places that do a hot cocoa flavor and fail at it and just keep pushing it, Crumbl decided, well, let's stick with the one that does taste like hot cocoa and leave it as that, right? So that's what they've done. They've kept true to the frozen hot cocoa one. And as far as I can remember, I think it does taste a lot like hot cocoa, as it should. Like, hot cocoa has a very distinct flavor. It's not just chocolate. It's got a very strong cocoa forward profile, as it should, right? Because that's what hot cocoa is. Like, it tastes, you really taste the cocoa more than like a chocolate. It's not milky, it's not bittersweet, it's just a cocoa blend. So yeah, you can really taste it in that icing. That mousse icing really hits the cocoa notes really well. And while the cookie's probably just chocolate itself, they really take it up a notch with the marshmallow and that icing, right? And that mousse, whatever you want to call it. And they do a very good job at it. Is it like something that's going to wow you? I think it's pretty simple. It's fudgy, moist. I would give it like an 8, right? It's not like crazy, like it's not, but some people love hot cocoa out there. So some of you really will love this, especially like the creamy topping to it. But I enjoy that it is very forward on the cocoa on top, but that chocolate cookie does take away from it a little bit. So yeah, that's frozen hot cocoa for you. All right, we're gonna go do Snickerdoodle Cupcake, the inferior to churro, because it has cream cheese. So inferior, always. Churro is superior. I'm sorry. I won't. You know, you can debate whether you like buttercream or cream cheese with me all you want, but to me, churros with the buttercream is just superior, always. So we're getting a piece of it now, of the Snickerdoodle cupcake. I didn't get a very big piece, but whatever. I've had it a lot of times, so. It's just not as good. It's not as cinnamon sugar forward. The cream cheese icing is okay. It's sweet. It's tangy. And it's a decent cookie. It's, you know, pretty gooey. But it's just okay to me, right? It's good. It's solid. I give it like a 7. And I know a lot of people going to be like, but you gave churro a 10. But churro was stronger on the cinnamon sugar. Churro was richer. Churro was just more focused. This is like, I guess what it's trying to emulate. It's like a cinnamon sugar cupcake, very light, with cream cheese frosting. It's a 7 for me. I've given it a 7.5 in the past, but it's a very light cinnamon sugar flavor today. All right, we're gonna do the, I don't know why we didn't do this earlier, but it's not exciting. This is pecan chocolate chip. Nothing much to say about this. It's chocolate chips and pecans, right? So, maybe move some things around here. All right. We're gonna cut a piece, and we're gonna try it, and we're gonna either buy it or deny it. I don't know. That didn't make sense because I've already bought it. Oh, trying to cut a piece with pecan in it. And some of y'all right there shaking your head. Oh, it's pecan. I don't think I got much pecan in this. And I dropped the little piece of pecan I had. I hope this has pecan. I really do, because I don't feel like eating a bunch of cookies. You can definitely taste, you know, a slight difference from their normal chocolate chip cookie. It's a little bit crunchier, of course, and that pecan really adds a little touch of a different flavor to it. Again, it doesn't really stand out a lot. It's solid, but it's like, as compared to like Cowboy Cookie that had all this blend of flavors together, it's not as good as Cowboy Cookie. And it's kind of disappointing to see, you know, after we had Cowboy Cookie, a very similar cookie come out like this the week after. So, I don't know. Again, they try to find a way to spread out their supplies in simple ways. So, this is kind of what you get. I give it a 7, though. It tastes good. It tastes fine. All right, cranberry white chip. My enemy. We're enemies. I'm not a big fan of the dried cranberry, and it's just not personally to me, it's not a very good cookie. You can say what you want, you can think what you want, and that's fine. But for me, it's just not great, right? I loved the cranberry crumble one, or cranberry crumb, whatever you call it. That one is just so much better. This is just dried cranberries and white chocolate, and it's like, what is the point? So, yeah. It's just, it's okay. I don't hate it, but it just doesn't build up enough cranberry flavor. Dried cranberries is not gonna make this feel merry and bright. So, but the creaminess of it's nice, and the touch of cranberry flavor is pretty good. So I'll give it a 6. I won't totally disrespect it, but it's just not one that I personally like. You know, I like the cranberry crumble better. I thought the cranberry flavor just came out way better, and it was a more flavorful cookie. So, any opinions, just let me know. And other than that, I'll see y'all around. Yay!